Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Today I wanted to talk about some of the best Void Relic farming locations for the current year, 2021 naturally, as I've been needing to farm up a lot of Void Relics lately, and I should honestly get to it, make a video about it, and then get to farming them. So without further ado, let's get to it. Realistically, you can get Void Relics dropped from anywhere in the game at this point. They drop from every mission, so it's not hard to farm them purely by playing the game. But there are a handful of very, specific missions that people like to run and that are good to actually get Void Relics. Void Relics, all in all, are simple. You have Lith being the low-level ones, so you'll get these on the lower-level missions and lower-level rotations. Meso is the next tier up, so those are more like lower mid-level tier, lower mid-level rotation, and then Neo, and finally Axii. So Axii, you'll get these from highest level missions, and you will get these from the highest level rotations. And Neo, you'll get these usually high-level missions on usually the first rotation, or later rotations on like mid-level missions. Neos tend to be the ones I usually get, purely based on like the type of missions I run. But if you run and stay far along in a mission, you'll get a lot of Axies as well. So the very fast way to farm Lith, Meso, and Neo relics is running the Void capture missions. Capture missions in general are very fast, and the Void has a gimmick where you are guaranteed a drop of a Void Relic. So no matter what, you'll get a Void Relic. So that's why it's good to run the Void if you want some guaranteed Void Relics to farm up some ducats, and you don't really care specifically which Void Relics you'll get, because Void missions have some Void Relics that drop specifically in the Void, and then all around the star chart there are other Void Relics that might not be in the Void, because Warframe loves to do stuff like that. Anyways, Hepit, fast one. This will, I believe, always give you Lith relics. This should take you like a minute to two, and if it forces you to kill people, it might take a little longer, but really shouldn't take too long. This one, Ukko, this should give you 50-50 chance at getting either a Neo or a Meso relic. And again, it'll take longer. This one especially, because it's a higher level, will take longer if you have to kill enemies, because Lotus is rude like that. It happens sometimes. No worries though. It'll just take an extra minute maybe. But Lith here, Meso, Neo here. Realistically, if you want to get Axies, you can run like just Void Mott and just keep going. You can run any mission you truly want. It's always up to you, like the Interception Mithra here, or really any other Interception. If you like Sabotage, you can run those. Just trying to say, Void is really good to run anything. There's that other Interception here, Exterminate. So, you can always run any missions here if you want to get loot, and if you want to stay longer, run higher level Voids like Survival, and just collect Axii relics. Right? That's why these maps like the Void are so popular for relics, because guaranteed relics, always good. With that, you'll primarily get Lith, Neo, Meso, and Axii if you stay, but Lua Apollo has guaranteed Axii drops. That's right, the Disruption mission Lua Apollo. Always going to be my favorite location for farming up Axii relics, because the way of Disruption nodes work, the rotations and how all of the nodes with the Demolishers work is essentially, if you do good, you don't let anything explode, you can just get Axies instantaneously and then just farm up Apollo. So just do not let any of the 4 nodes explode on the first run, and then continuously go, and you'll get a ton of Axii relics running Apollo. Other than that, it's always a good idea just to run the star chart or whatever missions in general to get relics. Even running Void Fissures, you're going to get relics, so it's not a massive issue. So I'll just keep that in mind. You'll get them doing anything. Next great thing to run is Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. This is a fun game mode where you can get a ton of upgraded relics. So if you don't have a ton of Void Traces, you can run Elite Sanctuary Onslaught and get a ton of pre-upgraded Void relics like that. The good thing about Elite Sanctuary Onslaught is it's great for focus farming, so you can get a ton of focus. It's great for weapon leveling, so you can get a lot of weapon levels if you run it well. And yeah, of course, like we said, you can get relics here that are upgraded. So you can do a lot of things at once on this map. So that's why it'll probably be a fan favorite for a lot of people forever, okay? So it's pretty much made for those three things. So I would always run this here and there because getting upgraded relics is great. So people might hate this, but I will always say Railjack is a great source of relics now. You can run any sort of map. It's up to your choosing. I specifically like to run the skirmishes so I can get some more, intrinsics levels? Yeah. So I always run the skirmishes, the higher levels, because I like to get Axie relics. But since Railjack also has a ton of different drops at this point, it is probably a good idea, especially if you're newer to the game, newer to Railjack, to run a variety of the missions. But keep in mind, higher level, you'll get your Axie relics. Lower level, you'll get your Lith relics. Mid and mid-high, you'll get Neo and Meso. So keep that in mind, right? Get whatever you need to do, get it done, and I myself tend to just run around the Veil Proxima for any of my relics. You can get multiple relic drops at once, which is why running Railjack is so nice, and you can also get endo credits and just such a wide variety of loot at this point because they tried to put a lot of loot into Railjack because at first it wasn't really as popular. So at this point, Railjack is a solid must-run game mode where you'll get a lot of good items, resources, loot of every kind. So honestly, 10 out of 10. I would recommend it. Maybe try out Railjack if you haven't played it in a while. It's definitely worth it, okay? Like 100%, I would play this and it is 100% worth it. So next one I want to talk about is open world bounties. So open world bounties are a little special. They're great to run in the fact that I'll just run only to Cetus just because we have the Plague Star event. I'll run to Cetus right now just as an example. All of the open worlds are great to run bounties in, okay? 10 out of 10. There's a good chance that you can get some good Void Relics. You can get multiple Void Relics per each bounty, as you can get a drop and a bonus drop, so that's why I do like running bounties. This one is more RNG dependent, but it's a great thing to run if you have to get a lot of open world stuff done too. You can always run just straight up the high level missions for a chance at an Axie, and you'll at least always know the chance, or I should say the relic you'll have a chance at getting, because you can see, oh, there's only a Neo one in this drop table. There's only an Axie one in this drop table. There's only a Meso one here, and then Lith and Lith here. Well, nothing here actually, never mind. I would say these are usually best to run for Axie or Neo relics, purely because running lower level bounties is generally not recommended, as the standing you get is just not worth it, and higher levels generally have better rewards. So I would try to get either Axie or Neos out of these, but yeah, go for Axies because 10 out of 10 would recommend. These do swap out here and there, so you will get different Axie and like Neo relics whenever the missions and bounties swap out here and there, but just keep that in mind. You can always check. Good chance of getting multiple drops, so that's why I like bounties and always kill two birds with one stone. Guys, remember to follow my Twitch, like my YouTube video, and all that if you want to support the channel, as everything always helps. There's just such a wide variety of things and ways that you can get relics in this game. Every mission is good to run. Every possible standing you can even get. That's right, relic packs. There are a ton of different ways you can get relic packs in Warframe 2. You can get them from Steel Path shops, you can get them from running arbitrations, you can get them just from passively playing the game like I'm doing. And then look at that, Neo, Meso, Meso. So these are always a good idea, okay? Always. There's a ton of shops in the game that can provide you with relic packs, and they're always a good idea So just in general from there, if you want to run just general star chart missions for relics, it's recommended you run the fast mission types. So those would be capture, first off, right? Very important, very easy. Rescue, that one's easy, fast, simple. Exterminate, equip just nuking builds, fast and easy. I would say those are the 3 main ones that you'll want to run. And then you can always run disruptions or any sort of endless mission. If you want to more so try to get Axii relics, I'd especially run things like disruptions that have an endless C drop rotation, so you can get infinite Axii relics. But if you just want to run forever, you can always just run survival and get a wide variety of different relics. Realistically, Warframe is the type of game where you get relics doing everything, you get relics passively, you get them actively, and you'll just have so many if you aren't farming void relics or void fissures for a while. So as long as you're playing the game, you're probably going to have a ton. I said it myself earlier that I just tend to get a lot of Neo relics myself, purely because I run those mission types and those are the drop rolls I tend to get. So it is what it is, but always farm up whatever you need, and I really wouldn't worry about it. There's one more gimmick about farming endless missions in the Void. I think it's every 5 rotations you get like an upgraded relic. So I think it goes from like exceptional radiant flawless or flawless radiant. So like small, medium, large upgraded. That one's just kind of a weird one if you didn't know. So if you run, let's say, a Void Survival like Mott, 25 minutes in, you'll get an exceptional relic, 50 minutes in, flawless, and then every 25 minutes on from there, you'll just get a radiant relic. So it's a little weird, but it's good to know if you feel like ever spending time running endless missions here. Other than that, just go at it. You can run any type of mission that you want, but the fast ones like capture is always, for sure, recommended. So go get farming. You can literally run anything, any type of shop to buy them, any type of standing, do whatever you need to do, and get to it. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, if you want to ever support the channel, you can like the videos, check out any of my other videos, and, you know, follow any of my social medias like Twitch, where I'll try to stream Warframe and other games occasionally, more often. I will still stream on YouTube here and there, so don't worry about that. And like things like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.